Hi, I'm Kat, and of course today I have for you a true crime case, a word in Romanian, and I will also be doing my makeup at the same time. The word for today is bancă. 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 Well done, guys, you just said bench. Although this word, bancă, kind of depends on the context that you're using the word in, because bancă can mean in English bench, or it can also mean bank, like when you go to a bank, you know, to deposit or to take out money, stuff like that. Okay, after a postal worker finds a 5-year-old girl wandering the streets of Cyril saying that she's home alone and she's tired of being alone, the true horrific Christmas Day story behind this is one that, although unbelievable, sadly is true. On January the 10th, 2023, at around 2 p.m., Maci Turner, a postal worker, found a 5-year-old girl wandering near her home at 225 West Nebraska Avenue in Oklahoma. Now, before we carry on, I just want to give you a disclaimer here. Everything is alleged, as this is still ongoing, so you know, in this video I will give you information that I have found online, but again, I'm saying everything is alleged. Macy, the postal worker, checked the home and no one appeared to be in there. Adina, the little girl, allegedly told Macy that she was hungry and that she couldn't find her sister Athena, who was described as being very shy. After approaching the girl, being concerned of course, Macy called the local police, and after the girl was placed in protective custody, she was interviewed and she told officers that she had been home alone and she's tired of being alone. Police Chief Garrett Rainey received a phone call from one of the girl's caretakers called Alicia Adams. According to the girl, she would call Alicia mom and Ellie, and she would call her husband Yvonne Adams dad and uncle Yvonne. And I don't know now if you pronounce it Ivan or Yvonne. Regardless, Alicia and Yvonne are not the 5-year-old's biological parents. They are only her and her sister's caretakers. However, Alicia is related to the girls. Apparently, she is the cousin. And it seems that Alicia and Yvonne have 4 children of their own. Jasmine Brownfield, who is the children's biological mother, left the girls in the care of Alicia and Yvonne around 2 years ago. Throughout this time, the girls had never been taken to the doctors or even enrolled in school. When the 5-year-old girl was found, officers actually got in contact with Alicia, who then asked Chief Rainey where the girl's 4-year-old sister was. So with this, investigators learned that the 4-year-old Athena Brownfield was missing. At that point, on 10th of January, a multi-agency massive search began with volunteers from across the county searching vacant properties, ponds and fields nearby for any kind of sign of Athena. The search included a helicopter, boats, all-terrain vehicles, a specially trained ground team, and a review of surveillance video from around Cyril. The city of Cyril has also suspended trash services as investigators searched for any kind of clues. The bureau said that agents were following up on tips coming from Oklahoma and even coming from other states. The children's paternal grandmother, Penny Brownfield, also joined the search for her missing grandchild, as did the girl's biological parents. While authorities have revealed that Alicia and Yvonne are married, it appears that they have since separated, with Alicia seen spending a romantic weekend away with her new boyfriend just days after Athena went missing. Over the weekend of January the 7th and January the 8th, Alicia was seen enjoying a trip to the movies and a meal which was over 1 hour away in Oklahoma City with her new boyfriend Bladen Davis. Alicia regularly shares videos of herself rapping on TikTok, calling herself a beauty influencer, singing, making joke clips about her life. As a busy mother, it seems, her 4 children regularly feature on her Instagram account, but Athena and Adina were never shown. On 12th of January, 2 days after the search for Athena began, Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation agents actually arrested 30-year-old Alicia Adams at 4:12 p.m. on 2 counts of child neglect related to the 2 sisters, 4 and 5 years old, who were in her and her husband's care. She is accused in the first count of failing to properly supervise the 5-year-old girl, and she is accused in the second count of failing to protect Athena from physical abuse. The next day, on January 13, authorities confirmed that Alicia's husband, 36-year-old Yvonne, was arrested in Phoenix, Arizona. On January 16, less than a week after Athena was reported missing, OSBI officials said that the search for Athena sadly turned into a recovery mission. Searchers began using ground-penetrating radar to search properties, and crews also started searching bodies of water in Grady County. The next day, on January 17th, officials confirmed that crews discovered the body of a child in Grady County. The remains were discovered on a property associated with the Adams family. However, at that point, investigators couldn't identify if the child was Athena. It was up to the Oklahoma State Medical Examiner's Office to identify the child. Alicia Adams appeared before a Caddo County judge for the first time on January 17 when her bond was set at $500,000. If she makes bond, she will have to wear a GPS monitor, she cannot leave Oklahoma, and she cannot have any contact with witnesses. Oh, I chose the wrong issue on this side. Oh, great. On January 26, according to the Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation, the medical examiner identified the remains found in the Grady County field as belonging to Athena Brownfield. Athena Alexandria Brownfield was born on September the 6th, 2018 in Lawton, Oklahoma. She was born to Wesley Robert Brownfield and Jasmine Adina K. Faircloth Brownfield. She was raised in Nebraska and later in Oklahoma. Athena really loved coloring and she adored Baby Shark. She and her 5-year-old sister were so close that they seemed to be joined at the hip. Athena enjoyed playing dress up and her favorite color was purple. Athena leaves behind people who really loved her. Her 5-year-old sister Adina, grandparents on both sides of the family, aunts, uncles, her mother, Jasmine, and her father Wesley. 27-year-old Jasmine Brownfield, the girl's biological mother, is actually facing 2 counts of child neglect by abandonment according to a probable cause affidavit filed in Caddo County District Court. Leaving children with someone else isn't necessarily illegal, but it can lead to complications. As the parent, you are legally responsible for your child and you have to make safe decisions for your child. In April 2021, Jasmine left Athena and her sister Adina in the care of Alicia and Yvonne Adams. Jasmine said that she had mental health problems and she couldn't look after her children properly. During this time, Jasmine is accused of failing to maintain communication with Alicia or Yvonne about the safety or welfare of her children or providing any financial support. In an interview on 12th of January 2023 with law enforcement, Jasmine said that she didn't contact her daughters in 7 or 8 months and she didn't really provide documentation for Adina to be enrolled in school or for the girls to get routine medical care. The biological father of Athena was booked into jail in February on unrelated charges. Wesley Brownfield was booked into Caddo County Jail on failure to appear warrant for a DUI charge in Comanche County in September 2022. Yvonne Adams, Alicia's husband, is also accused of first-degree murder in the death of Athena and of child neglect by leaving Adina alone on 6th of January. He was charged in Caddo County District Court after his wife, Alicia Adams, spoke to the OSBI. He was in fact arrested in Arizona in Glendale, a suburb of Phoenix. He agreed to return to Oklahoma to fight the accusations. He remained in the Maricopa County Jail with a bail set at $1 million. On January 19, online records show from the Maricopa County Jail that Yvonne had been released into the custody of Oklahoma authorities. On January 20th, after arriving in Oklahoma, Yvonne had his first court appearance in the state. He is now being held without bond. Alicia confessed that Adam beat Athena around midnight on Christmas Day and held her up by her arms. Athena wasn't moving and her eyes were barely open. He then laid her on the ground and punched her at least 3 more times in the chest. Athena never moved after that. Adam then left at around 1 a.m. on December 26th, and he told Alicia that he buried Athena near a fence line which was next to their old house in Rush Springs. He placed a large broken branch over the burial site. You know, actually, when I did the Romanian word for this video, I thought that he placed, I don't know, I think I misread it, and I thought that he placed a bench on the burial site, hence I translated the word bench, right? But now, going through it again, I just realized my mistake, and it's actually a branch. So he placed a branch on the burial site. But I don't want you thinking that Alicia confessed voluntarily. Oh no, not really. She only did it because she got caught. After reviewing phone records from both Alicia and Yvonne, those records didn't match what they told investigators. The phone records showed that on 26th of December, between 4:15 and 5:30, Yvonne's phone left the home on West Nebraska and traveled near Rush Springs, Oklahoma. Alicia and Yvonne previously had a home in that area. So on January the 12th, police re-interviewed Alicia, who then, confronted with this information, she confessed. Well, she didn't really have much of a choice, did she? I'm not sure what she initially told police, but I assume it wouldn't have been the truth because they caught her when they checked the phone records, unless she was somehow covering for him.
Breaking news. Remains of a child found near Rush Springs. Investigators stopping short of saying it's Athena Brownfield, but tonight we're learning new details in the case that lay out a Christmas Day murder.
Heartbreaking developments in this case.
Sure are. Just hours ago, state agents saying they've recovered a child's remains. Chopper 4 over the scene as investigators process the area looking for more evidence.
New court documents also laying out how Athena Brownfield was reportedly murdered on Christmas Day, weeks before she was ever reported missing.
Alicia Adams telling investigators Ivan Adams buried the little girl on land in Rush Springs.
News 4's Caitlin Ogle is live tonight. Caitlin.
Well, first, let's talk about these remains found. State agents not confirming they're Athena's. That's going to be up to the ME's office to make that positive identification. Meanwhile, as far as the caretaker in this case, Alicia Adams, she had her first court appearance in front of a Caddo County judge. Her bond is now set at $500,000, $500,000. The judge says if she does happen to make bond, she'll have to wear a GPS monitor. The DA making it clear there could be more or upgraded charges in this case as it continues. Alicia Adams appearing before a Caddo County judge. She's facing 2 counts of child neglect in little Athena Brownfield's case. Cameras not allowed inside the courtroom or the hall, just outside. Athena's relative frowning, speaking softly and quietly to the judge. Alicia and her husband Ivan Adams were Athena and her sister's caretakers for up to 2 years. Ivan is in Arizona waiting to be extradited back to Oklahoma to face first-degree murder charges. New court documents detailing only some of what led up to the 4-year-old's death. Alicia telling investigators it happened around midnight on Christmas night. That's when Ivan allegedly beat Athena and, quote, held her up by her arms. At that point, the 4-year-old wasn't moving, her eyes barely open. Then Ivan allegedly, quote, laid her on the ground and punched her at least 3 more times in her chest. Alicia adds Athena never moved after that. Then Alicia says Ivan buried the 4-year-old near a fence line by their old home in Rush Springs. 2 weeks later, on January 10th, Athena's older sister told a postal worker she was home alone. The search began for Athena's remains in a Grady County field, then a pond. The OSBI says Athena's biological parents are cooperating. Tuesday, Athena's mother allegedly breaking her silence through a nonprofit and expressing her gratitude. Quote, whether you shared a post, prayed, helped search, or joined a candlelit vigil, the community came together for this sweet girl, and it was seen and so appreciated.
Athena was only reported missing on 10th of January, even though Athena was actually killed on Christmas Day. If Adina, her sister, wouldn't have wandered outside and been seen by Macy, the postal worker, then even now we would probably not even know that Athena was missing, that Athena was murdered. Athena's sister, Adina, helped in finding out what really happened to her sister. Adina remains in protective custody in the care of Child Department Services.
Tonight, a family member of 4-year-old Athena Brownfield is opening up after her suspected remains were found in Grady County. He wants to make sure Athena's 5-year-old sister is now safe.
Out of Oklahoma, absolutely. Away from any of the extended family.
And he spoke exclusively tonight with our Sylvia Corkill.
That man is related to one of the girl's caretakers, Alicia Adams. She's now charged with child neglect. Now, that man says their family has been dysfunctional for years, and as a child, his grandparents removed him from the chaos. A man who does not want to be identified following alleged threats to Alicia and Ivan Adams' extended family members says he broke down after learning of Athena's death. Ivan Adams, Alicia's husband, is charged with the child's murder.
I've cried several times, and I was raised by my grandpa, and as was my brother.
Only 4 years old when he and his brother were removed from their mother's custody.
We were just blessed. We're not better people than them. I think it's the grace of God and circumstance, and a person's a product of their environment.
He said he spent time with Alicia and watched her grow into a young woman, at times trying to find herself.
A lot of hurt, a lot of insecurity.
Family or not, he says nothing excuses the crimes Alicia and her husband are accused of.
Alicia was, by all appearances, a normal, healthy, psychologically hinged girl whose parents had split up, who had some family with drama, but no indication of what would happen.
For Athena, a group of women worked together to bring a memorial bench to Cyril which honors Athena Brownfield. The bench in memory of Athena was installed on 12th of June at Cyril Town Plaza on 2nd Street across from the Cyril Police Department. To honor Athena, Taylor Sharpmack of Illinois, Daphne Chapman of Norman, and Denise Jones of Mustang worked together to make the memorial bench possible. When she heard that Athena went missing, Denise was sat by the TV waiting for updates, and she was just in shock at how things were unfolding. After the ladies were trying to work out a design for the bench, Daphne and Denise made the pitch to city leaders who approved the project. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. That's why I chose the word bench, for this reason, because of the memorial bench. Oh, for God's sake. I don't know what I'm doing today with my foundation, but it seems like it's kind of too dark. Hopefully it's gonna turn out okay. Taylor said that they reached out to a couple of companies before talking with Audra Nelson of Nelson Monument Company in Guthrie, who decided to build and install the bench for free. The bench features a photo of Athena surrounded by butterflies and the following message: "There's no footprint too small to leave an imprint on this world. Sweet little Athena, taken from us too soon. Your smile was contagious. Your laugh could fill a room. When God was searching for the most beautiful angel, he found you. Love conquers all, our shy little butterfly, now resting in the arms of Jesus, dancing in the sky." Taylor said that now anybody who is affected by what happened to Athena, they can visit, and they just wanted this to be as perfect as possible. Oh my goodness, I feel like this is maybe too dark, or maybe I'm just really uncomfortable with, I'm kind of like out of my comfort zone with darker contouring, so I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this, and let's see how it's gonna turn out, like the whole look. Taylor actually traveled from Illinois to Cyril to see the bench in person. She tries to talk to Athena every day and tells her how thankful she is that she no longer has to suffer. The women also prepared the plaza where the bench was installed. They cleaned out the area, they planted new stuff, and Daphne said that they will continue to work to improve the area around the bench. The plan is to add an angel sculpture onto a pedestal with a plaque that says "Stop child abuse before it's too late." Daphne says that it helps to keep Athena's name alive and that she's not forgotten, and the ladies plan to hopefully do something on a yearly basis around her birthday. She hopes that Athena's older sister will get to visit the bench.
The story of Athena Brownfield has touched the lives of people around the country, so much so that they are now working together to keep her memory alive. News 9's Chris Hugh shows us how.
It's another sweltering day in Oklahoma, so seek some shade for relief. But at Sorrel Town Plaza, there's another type of relief. Relief that Athena Brownfield's name will live on.
Anybody that's been hit by the story, could visit, and we just wanted it to be as perfect as possible.
This week, a memorial bench was installed in honor of Athena, the 4-year-old who was reported missing in January after a postal worker spotted her sister wandering alone.
So I sat just like everybody else by the TV, waiting for updates.
Investigators found Athena's remains a week later. Her caretakers, Ivan and Alicia Adams, both arrested.
I was in just shock of how things were unfolding.
To honor Athena, 3 women, Daphne Chapman from Norman, Denise Jones from Mustang, and Taylor Sharpmack from Illinois, worked together to bring this memorial bench to Sorrel.
That she's not forgotten, and we plan to hopefully do something on a yearly basis around her birthday.
They presented the bench idea to the city and helped design it. The Nelson Monument Company in Guthrie made it for free.
It's beautiful. We cleaned out the area, Daphne and I. We planted new items.
Although the memorial bench was put in this week, the work is not yet done. The hope is to eventually install a pedestal with an angel sculpture and a plaque that says "Stop child abuse before it's too late." While they hope that message resonates, they have a message for Athena.
I tell her that I'm thankful that she no longer has to suffer.
In Sorrel, Chris Hugh.
I'm very emotional.
Oklahoma's own News 9.
We still don't know when Alicia's and Yvonne's trial will be, but in the case of Yvonne and the first-degree murder charge, Oklahoma still has the death penalty. I'm not sure if Athena's older sister is still in protective custody, or maybe she was given into the care of her relatives, or maybe she's in the process of doing that, but wherever she is, I hope that she's coping with the loss of her sister, and she should be really proud of herself that she showed the world what happened to her sister Athena. I can't believe that Athena Brownfield, she was actually killed since December, Christmas, and nobody knew anything. It's just, it's just unbelievable, because here they have their biological parents as well, and not meaning to point any fingers, but kind of blaming them as well. They didn't check up on her, they didn't check up on both of them, they didn't check up on their children basically, and they just left them in the care of, a cousin. Although, yeah, Jasmine said that she was struggling mentally, so that's why she gave the girls into the care of the cousin. But anyway, on the other hand, you don't really expect that your cousin would be killing your children, do you? So I'm not sure, but either way, it's just such a shame. However, I keep wondering that if Adina, Athena's sister, wouldn't have been wandering the streets, and if the postal worker wouldn't have seen her, would we find out that Athena died? Would we know at this point that Athena was killed by her carer, basically? I'm not sure. Maybe we would have gone without even knowing what happened to Athena. And that's really, really sad that you have children who are at risk of just disappearing without anyone knowing anything about them, or without anyone finding out what happened to them, really. Yeah, and this is the sad story of Athena Brownfield. Please guys, do let me know what do you think about this in the comment section down below. Also, I don't know, how do you think this makeup turned out? I feel like it's fine. I don't know. You guys let me know, okay? For now, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!